As a corporate photographer, a lot of my work is carefully planned, laid out, lit and organised. However, occasionally one has to be really fast on one's feet to deliver the goods. Early last year there was some dreadful storms in the Republic of Ireland, and as a result there was a huge amount of power disruption. I was commissioned by the ESB, which is the Irish Electric Supply Board, which is the National Electricity Company, to go and find some pictures that would capture the actual event and capture the reaction of their crews. I came across this crew working down in a place called Mill Street in County Cork, and as it turned out I had 8 minutes to shoot a whole series of pictures that became iconic in the event of the storm. These guys were working 12 to 16 hours a day restoring the storm, or restoring the power. If you look in the background you can see broken trees which were snapped by the storm. These gentlemen took a little time off to let me take some pictures. I used one light on a radio control, which was a Pioneer, Bones Pioneer light, and had the men there just stare towards the light. I wanted to make them out as heroes, and the campaign eventually became called Heroes of the Storm. Having shot the larger group of 5 men, I decided to work my way down to eventually having 1 man. Again, time was of the essence. I literally photographed these men between a hailstorm and a thundering downpour. These men just gave me their time generously, and I couldn't abuse the time. So I had to make as many good images as I could, and I reckoned I had 8 minutes totally for the whole process. What I've done is again capture them looking into the distance, again the concept of trying to show them as heroes. To get the effect I wanted to, I used a high shutter speed to reduce the amount of light in the background. I wanted to profile the broken trees as an integral part of the picture. As you'll see, I've been working down from a group of 5 to 3 down to 2, and eventually just to 1. By using the single light with the radio controlled, I lay on the ground using a 24mm lens, again a high shutter speed of 125th, to reduce the daylight, to again profile the broken trees which were the result of the storm, and to have them profiled against the sky again to give us a drama. The following day, on my return from County Cork, I went out into the beautiful area of Connemara on the extreme west coast of Ireland and worked with the crew there. This shot was to show the mechanical handling of a trafo, as they call it, a transformer, being brought across a field. Now the implication here is that rather than use machinery and tractors and heavy goods like that, these men were bringing the heavy trafo across the field to show that they've been sensitive to the actual land and not going to plough it up, because you can actually see it's waterlogged after the storm. After that I went off and met a crew who were restoring a pole to the vertical position which was practically blown down during the storm. I had this idea that I wanted to show something a bit more dramatic. So I shot this shot, which is vaguely reminiscent of the famous picture of Iwo Jima, but again it shows the men having to put hard physical labour into restoring power to their clients. Having gone from the further dramatic shots of the ESB servicemen out working and restoring power, I heard of a group of farms that had been restored and kept in business purely by a number of ESB workers working through the night, and the farmers wanted to say hello and thank you. So I got this picture there of the serviceman with the farmer and his grandson, and then I got the farmer's wife with just